Jealousy is a complex emotion, often confused with envy. It can sneak up on us in unexpected moments, coloring our thoughts and feelings before we even realize it's there. Envy is wanting what someone else has. Jealousy is fearing the loss of what you already possess. While envy looks outward, jealousy turns us inward, making us question our worth and the security of our bonds. It's a primal response to a perceived threat to our relationships. This feeling can arise suddenly, triggered by a glance, a word, or even a memory. Jealousy reveals our insecurities and our longing for connection. It exposes the places where we feel vulnerable and the depth of our desire to be loved and chosen. It's universal. Everyone feels it at some point. No matter our age, background, or relationship status, jealousy is a part of the human experience. This emotion signals what we value and what we fear losing. It's a signpost pointing to our deepest attachments and the things that matter most to us. We feel it physically, a knot in the stomach, a racing heart, or a sudden wave of anxiety. Our bodies react even before our minds can make sense of what's happening. The goal isn't to eliminate jealousy, but to understand what it's telling us. When we listen to it, jealousy can become a guide, revealing our needs and boundaries. In modern romance, jealousy is often seen as toxic, but its absence can feel like indifference. It's a paradox. Too much can harm, but too little can leave us feeling unseen. The real issue isn't feeling jealous, but how we respond to it. Our choices in these moments shape the health of our relationships. Jealousy can lead to destructive behavior or open the door to honest conversation. It can push us apart or bring us closer, depending on how we handle it. By decoding jealousy, we can transform it from a destructive force into an opportunity for deeper intimacy and self-awareness. It's a chance to grow, both as individuals and as partners. This is a journey into the heart of what it means to be human and in love, where even our most difficult emotions can become a source of connection and understanding. Jealousy is rooted in our evolutionary past, tied to survival and protecting relationships. It's a biological alarm, motivating us to guard our bonds. Our attachment styles, shaped in childhood, influence how we experience jealousy. Secure attachment brings trust. Anxious attachment fuels jealousy and fear of abandonment. Jealousy often reflects our own insecurities and self-worth. The rival becomes a mirror for our deepest fears of inadequacy. Social and cultural messages, especially around monogamy, amplify jealousy. Media and social networks create endless opportunities for comparison and suspicion. The threat is no longer just local, it's global, always a click away. Jealousy is both ancient and modern, shaped by our biology and our world. And Maya and Liam had a comfortable relationship until Liam's new colleague Sarah entered the picture. Sarah was smart, attractive, and seemed to have a lot in common with Liam. Late-night work messages triggered Maya's anxiety. She couldn't help but wonder if there was more to their conversations than just work. She started asking about Sarah, her questions edged with fear. Each inquiry seemed to push Liam further away. Liam dismissed her concerns, which only fueled Maya's imagination. He thought she was overreacting, but to Maya, her fears felt very real. Maya began checking his online status and comparing herself to Sarah. She scrutinized every detail, looking for signs of betrayal. Jealousy grew from a whisper to a roar. It consumed her thoughts and affected her daily life. At dinner, Liam praised Sarah's work, making Maya feel invisible. His admiration for Sarah felt like a dagger to Maya's heart. The tension built until Maya accused Liam of having an affair. Her words were sharp, filled with the pain of her insecurities. Liam, hurt and stunned, saw only a lack of trust. He couldn't understand why Maya doubted him so much. Their argument wasn't about Sarah, but about Maya's insecurity and Liam's inability to see her vulnerability. They were both trapped in a cycle of misunderstanding. Unspoken fears turned into suspicion and accusation. The more they avoided the real issue, the more distant they became. Their story is common jealousy, left unspoken, can turn a loving home into a battlefield. It can erode the foundation of trust and love. The real issue is not the rival, but the fear of not being enough. This fear can be paralyzing and destructive if not addressed. When jealousy isn't addressed with honesty, it creates distance and pain. It builds walls instead of bridges. Vulnerability, not accusation, is the path to healing. Opening up about fears can bring couples closer together. Jealousy can either divide or deepen a relationship depending on how it's handled. With understanding and communication, it can become a stepping stone to a stronger bond. Not all jealousy is the same. It's a complex emotion that can show up in many different ways, and how we respond to it can shape the course of our relationships. Healthy jealousy is a fleeting pang, a reminder of your partner's value and the importance of your bond. It's a natural feeling that can arise when you care deeply about someone. This kind of jealousy can motivate you to nurture your connection, not control it. It encourages you to invest in your relationship and show appreciation for your partner. A little jealousy can spark appreciation and honest conversation, helping couples grow closer and understand each other's needs. Toxic jealousy, however, is rooted in insecurity and a need for control. It's not about love, but about fear of losing power or being abandoned. It leads to monitoring, accusations, and restrictions, behaviors that undermine trust and create distance. The jealous partner tries to eliminate threats by limiting the other's freedom, often without realizing the damage it causes. This creates a prison of suspicion and fear for both people, making it hard to feel safe or understood. Healthy jealousy says, "I value you and our relationship." Toxic jealousy says, "I must control you to feel secure." The difference is crucial. One builds intimacy and trust, while the other slowly destroys it from within. Toxic jealousy erodes individuality and respect, leaving both partners feeling alone and misunderstood. It's not about love, but about power and anxiety, and it can suffocate even the strongest bonds. Healthy relationships allow space for trust and freedom, where both people can grow as individuals and as a couple. Recognize the difference, choose connection over control, and let your relationship be a place of safety and mutual respect. The way we handle jealousy defines the health of our relationships, shaping whether we build each other up or tear each other down. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Toxic jealousy acts like acid, slowly dissolving that foundation. Suspicion turns every action into evidence of betrayal. The accused partner feels constantly on trial, leading to exhaustion and withdrawal. This dynamic often leads to secrecy, not out of guilt, but to avoid conflict. Ironically, the search for honesty creates an environment of dishonesty. Without trust, vulnerability and true intimacy disappear. Both partners end up feeling alone and disconnected. The bridge of trust collapses, leaving only doubt. Jealousy, when unchecked, ensures the very loss it fears. Communication is the lifeblood of a relationship. Jealousy replaces open dialogue with accusation and defensiveness. Instead of "I feel," it becomes "you make me feel," shutting down empathy. The accused partner withdraws, sharing less to avoid conflict. This withdrawal is misread as secrecy, fueling more suspicion. The cycle continues. Accusation leads to silence, silence to more jealousy. The silent treatment becomes a weapon, withholding connection and creating anxiety. Problems fester in the absence of honest conversation. The couple stops being a team, becoming adversaries instead. The silence isn't peaceful, it's the sound of a relationship dying. Only open, vulnerable communication can break the cycle. Managing jealousy starts with courage, facing the feeling, not acting on it. Pause, breathe, and name the emotion. This is jealousy. Create space between feeling and reaction. Ask yourself, what is this really about? Is it about now or an old wound? Self-inquiry empowers you to separate past pain from present reality. Communicate from vulnerability, not accusation. Say, I feel insecure instead of blaming your partner. Invite empathy, not defensiveness. Build your self-worth outside the relationship. Pursue friendships, hobbies, and goals. The less your value depends on your partner, the less power jealousy has. You're with your partner because you want to be, not because you need them to feel whole. Inner security is the best antidote to jealousy. Growth starts with self-awareness and honest conversation. How you respond to your partner's jealousy matters. Defensiveness shuts down connection. Empathy opens it up. Listen for the fear beneath their words, even if it sounds like accusation. Validate the feeling, not necessarily the story. I'm sorry you felt that way. Simple acknowledgement can be disarming and healing. Offer reassurance. You're the one I choose. Our connection matters. Sometimes a hug says more than words. Reassurance soothes the fear of abandonment at jealousy's core. Maintain healthy boundaries. Support your partner, but don't accept controlling behavior. State your needs clearly. I'm happy to talk, but I need trust and privacy. Both partners must work, one on insecurity, the other on empathy and boundaries. Healthy support and clear limits keep the relationship strong. Compassion and boundaries are both essential. Jealousy can feel destructive, but it holds potential for growth. Facing jealousy together can turn crisis into deeper intimacy. It brings hidden fears of not being enough, of being abandoned, into the open. Sharing these fears with empathy heals and strengthens the bond. Navigating jealousy builds resilient trust, not naive certainty. The relationship becomes stronger like kintsugi, cracks repaired with gold. Jealousy invites self-awareness and honest communication. It challenges us to cherish, not possess our partners. The goal isn't a conflict-free relationship, but one that turns fear into connection. By holding our fears with compassion, we build a love that endures. Jealousy, when faced with courage, can deepen love and resilience.